Hi everyone, this video is going to be about how to get the equation of a regression line and how to put it into Y1 and how to store it and how to get values out of it once you have it there. So I've got a list of data in list 1 and list 2. I just put some numbers in. And what we're going to do is once you have those numbers, you're going to turn your stat plot on. Make sure your stat plot is on so that it shows up. Zoom 9 is your zoom you want to use for zoom stat. Okay, so I have this scatter plot and I want to make a regression equation. So what I'm going to do, exit out of there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go stat and I'm going to have it calculate, and it actually uses 8. The a plus bx, that's what it uses most of the time. That's what you'll see a lot of places use in stats. So we're going to go, our x list is going to be in list 1, our y list is going to be in list 2. Most of the places you don't want to touch. The only place you want to touch is store regression equation. And we want it to store into our y1 so that it just shows up on the graph automatically and we don't have to retype it. So store regression equation, and we're going to go, if you go here, vars stands for variables. So this is where you get all your variables on your calculator. Vars, and then we want the y variables, function, y1. And what that's going to do is it's going to take the equation and it's going to put it in y1. So go down to calculate. And there it shows our A and B. My stat diagnostics are off. Usually your stat diagnostics would be on and it would show R and R squared as well. But here's A and B, and it should, if I go to Y1, there's the equation, instead of having to retype all the big long decimals. And since my graph is on here, then if I go zoom 9, there's the line. Now, I can do something even better here. Let's say I wanted to make some prediction. So I have values between 1 and 10. So I want to know what my line would say would happen when x is, say, 5. Now, I could put it in the decimals and multiply out 5. But in my calculator, if I go back to that vars, yvars, function y1, if I call up y1 again, then I can use my f of x notation, my function notation, to have it give me values plugged in at 5. So y1 of 5 equals. And there's my predicted value when x is 5. When x is 5, we're predicting that y is going to be 10. And we can do that for any number. Right? I can go vars, yvars, function, y1. And I can plug in 7.34. And if x is 7.34, boom, here's y. And that's a lot of times quicker than, again, having to type out and copy out all the decimals every time. So it just saves you typing on the calculator. That's all I have for now. Talk to you next time.